Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Friday at TGIF. It is May the 30th, and we are here to look at the rest of the cozy mysteries that have been published this week because it's Freeform Friday. Quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Friday night. Our next sprints are tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, and they go for 5 hours. We do every Tuesday and Thursday evenings and Saturday afternoons. Good morning, Elena. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Oh, good to hear. And I'm reading A Dragon of Black Glass by James Rollins. Ooh, that does sound good. Good morning, Mary. Happy Friday. TJF for sure. Just had a doe walk by. Oh, I think it could be the mama I saw the other night with a brand new fawn. I think the fawn is stashed away safe. Oh, that is a good thing to see in the morning. And Kim, good morning. Needing to clean this morning before my friend comes to clean. I know that feeling. We do this. Elena says good morning to Mary. And Mary says, hi, Kim. Cleaning to clean. Understand perfectly. We all do. We all do. The universal problem. I was just actually doing a little bit of decluttering a few minutes before I popped on here. And Kim says, wow, Mary, I love seeing deer unless I'm driving. True. Very true. All right, let's get to the rest of the cozy mysteries. I believe we finished with Killer by Candlelight. That's right. It was set in a snowy situation in the book. However, the cover shows that it's summer. Kia. No. He was licking his paw. He's not supposed to. We're trying to avoid the cone of shame. All right, Grimly Fiendish by Jeannie Wycherly, 9th in the Spellbound Hound Magic and Mystery series. Persecuting witches? Didn't that fall out of fashion in the 17th century? Toby has always imagined so. Why then is his great friend Mabel, the hedge witch, a witch who actually lives in a hedge, coming in for so much strife from her local community? That would be because a popular young man has been found dead and all the signs indicate a ritualistic murder. When the police fail to identify a suspect, the locals need somewhere to pin the blame and therefore scapegoat poor Mabel. From the tone of the letters to the local newspaper and the posts on Facebook, anyone would think Britain was returning to a time of burning and pillorying. When Mabel's elderly cat, Mary Button, reaches out in anguish, spellbound hound Toby can't refuse. Oh, they are the crime solvers. There's something grimly fiendish at work here, and Toby will need all of his cunning, wiles, magic, and sass to get to the bottom of it and unearth a killer. I don't do the pets solving the murder. That's just me. There's books for everybody. Hex No! A Willow Burn Paranormal Cozy Mystery by Deidre Bjorson. Looks like this is first in a series. And Elena says good morning to Kim. And Kim says good morning to Mary and Elena. And Kim says me either. Yep. There's books for everybody. That was not mine. Strange weather, an ominous hex, and a baby witch with a lot to learn. In the beautiful mountain town of Crystal Spring, Willow Byrne inherits her maternal family cabin. All these inheritances. And a legacy she never knew existed. She's not just a witch, but an ancestral witch. Is she a witch? Charged with protecting the town she's called home her entire life. After encountering and stopping a swirling black mass of dark magic, as one does, Willow realizes that the strange weather and business problems are no accident. Someone is casting a powerful and dangerous hex. But why? And how far will they go? Between launching her new bakery, of course, finding someone to tackle her kitchen remodel, navigating a budding romance, encountering a secretive vampire, and wrangling a grumpy guardian gnome, Willow has her hands full. But if she doesn't stop the hex in time, Crystal Spring and everyone in it could be doomed. End of that row. Beach on the Body. Body on the Beach. Book 6 in the Pearl Sands Beach Resort Cozy Mysteries by Danielle Collins and Millie Briggs, co-authors. Book 6. When a morning swim turns deadly, Charlie can't help but become involved in the investigation of the death of a young socialized boyfriend. Is her stalker the true killer, or is there someone else behind the death? As a story of romance unfolds between the socialite, Charlie's own romantic endeavors are coming to a head. We love those short and sweet ones. Okay, the cat has glasses. I'm bearing a gift. I would not do this. Milestones, Magic, and Murder, Book 1 in the Witchy at 50 Cozy Mystery Series by Bella Colby. Josie Appleton is reeling from one hex of a midlife crisis, blindsided and broken, unexpected inheritance. Thank God we don't have a drinking game for that one. From the grandmother she never met seems a lifeline until Josie discovers the sprawling manor comes with latent magical powers, a sassy talking cat. And, oh yeah, the greenhouse is home to a corpse. Forced to dig deep to clear her name for a murder she didn't commit, Josie must juggle hot flashes, unruly spells, and a detective who's itching to slap on the cuffs. Caught between a village of eccentric locals, a spellbindingly handsome caretaker, and a killer desperate to avoid capture, she's in more trouble than a toad in a witch's potion party. Can Josie conjure up her newfound magic and amateur sleuthing skills to unearth the truth before she becomes the next victim? Sure have a page not found. Really? All right, we go on to the next one. Alyssa Day has a new one. A Dead End Wedding. And Mary says, just snarfed down a mango for breakfast. Oh, I love mango season. Heather was just talking about that on last couple of sprints. She has like 3 mango trees, and she's in the harvesting mode. We don't have that up here. This is 13th in the Tiger's Eye Mysteries. When private investigator and tiger shapeshifter, what is all paranormal? Jack Shepard is about to marry the love of his life in Dead End, the quirkiest town in Florida. The last thing he wants to deal with is more games from a fey queen. But with Jack's fiancée, pawn shop owner Tess Callahan, and all their family and friends, they have to succeed in a series of challenges to win the right to continue as a town, or abandon Dead End forever. The Dead Enders must prove themselves in courage, alliance, wisdom, compassion, and beauty before the deadline, which just happens to be the date of the wedding. Plus, there's the little mystery of the swamp troll who came to town. The wedding of the century may be on hold until Jack and Tess can navigate the challenges and win their happily ever after. Did we mention the bungee cord? No, we didn't. End of that row. Death at the Green Man, 8th in the Veronica Vale Mysteries Investigates by Kitty Kildare. When Veronica Vale takes an extended break to visit the Green Man pub in Faversham, she refuses to admit she's running from her issues at home. But trouble has a way of finding those who hide. The body of Edmund Blackwood, respected banker by day, obsessed treasure hunter by night, lies sprawled in her pub's snug, clutching an ancient map. As Veronica delves into Edmund's death, she uncovers a twisted tale of smuggling secrets, family betrayal, and desperate revenge. All the suspects harbor dark motives, but one killer will stop at nothing to keep the past buried. In a town built on smuggling fortunes, some would kill to keep their murky secrets safe, and if Veronica keeps poking her nose into those secrets, she might be next. Oh, I would eat that cake. I would eat that cake for breakfast. Kim says, I've been eating a lot of green plums. Very short period of time to get them. Oh, okay. I like plums. I do. Kim says, I'm just not interested in paranormal anything. It has to be really special for me. It really does. I'm not opposed, but they're not my first cup. Quiver of Chaos by Louisa Marie Leah. and second in A Wee Bit of Magic, cozy mystery series. When it comes to romance, Nora O'Clery is what one might call a novice. However, that doesn't mean she appreciates her meddling mother interfering with her life and trying to give her a push in the right direction. So when Carwin Cupid shows up on her doorstep with his quiver of arrows and notoriously bad dating advice, Nora thinks things couldn't get any worse. That is, until the local archery champion ends up dead, shot through the heart with one of Cupid's custom-crafted arrows. Nora enlists the help of her Weaverville friends to spring Cupid from jail and track down the real killer before Cupid can cause any more chaos around their small town. But with Cupid's penchant for mischief-making and his undeterred goal to shoot Nora through with a love me tender arrow, that is easier said than done. Campfires and Dead Liars by Tyler Rhodes, 14th in Max Campervan's Case Files. What could be more relaxing than a few days nestled among the sand dunes with nothing for Mac's effort to do but take long walks with his best buddy Anxious the Jack Russell, and maybe do a spot of crabbing. The ex-chef and now old hand at van life has barely even slipped off his Crocs and put his feet up before he's viciously assaulted and a man goes missing. Never one to take a backseat to a mystery, Mac soon uncovers the corpse and dives headfirst into solving the murder once he's been given the all clear at the hospital. Joined by his overeager parents, Max and the gang do their best to help solve the puzzle and keep the holiday makers safe, but it's not all sandcastles and ice cream this time. When another body is found and panic sets in, it becomes clear that the largest campsite in the UK is housing a deranged killer seemingly intent on murdering ex-soldiers. Max still finds time for one-pot cooking and soaking up the sun, as there's only so much one man and two bickering parents can uncover, but when he and Anxious get kidnapped, it seems Max has finally bitten off more than he can chew. Contains a stunning one-pot recipe at the end. Stunning. Mary says, me too. Looks luscious. That chocolate cake, yeah, and I'd eat it for breakfast. Emily says, hello. Hello. Good morning. And Mary says, hi, Emily. Welcome. Are you now on your summer break, Emily? Is today the day? A Riverside Robbery by Aaron Scott, 14th in the Stony Brook Mysteries. Stony Brook's popular food truck lot has a new addition, and it's serving up trouble. Beckett, the owner of Salty's Fish and Chips, may fry a mean fish, but he's been just plain mean to locals. His toxicity reaches a new level when he finds money missing from his truck and accuses a thief caught robbing people on the river path of that crime as well. That was a really awkward sentence. Without evidence that the money the thief was carrying is Beckett's, the young man is let go with a warning. Beckett is furious, and he publicly vows to take matters into his own hands. When the thief shows up dead next to Sammy's hot sandwich truck, Beckett is the obvious suspect. But when Hadley's shop is broken into and Kitty goes missing, Hadley and the gang realize these break-ins go deeper than they could have imagined. Will they be able to save Kitty before it's too late? Recipes included citrus smash jam and plum strawberry jam. End of that row. Oh goodness, we might be running out of time. We're going to go here next. All those dang paranormal ones. We don't want to miss out on the Carolyn Haynes, so we'll go here next. Doggone Bones by Carolyn Haynes, 29th in the Sarah Booth Delaney Mysteries. After a dog belonging to local pet activist Tilly Lawson is snatched right out of her backyard in Sunflower County, is that Mississippi? I think so. Sarah Booth, oh gosh, I'm embarrassed that I don't know for sure. Sarah Booth and the Delaney Detective Agency are up to their ears in concerned pet owners. Could Tilly's work liberating abused animals have come back to bite her, or was this a random act of dog napping? Delaney Detective Agency has their work cut out for them, especially as a troublesome online pet detective agency tries nosing their way into the investigation. But as Sarah Booth and Tinky start to sink their teeth into the mystery, they discover there's more at play than they thought. Neighborhood rivalries, questionable dog breeders, and an illegal dogfighting operation. As their digging turns up dangerous attention, and with their own beloved dogs, Sweetie Pie and Chablis, what are people doing to their pets? Possibly next in line to be nog-napped, Sarah Booth and Tinky are in a race against time to track down the thieves and return the missing pets home. Here Be Monsters by Howard of Warwick. Emily says, today is day 1 of my 2.5-month weekend. Huzzah! And Mary says, hooray for you. Big plans on how to spend your time besides reading, of course. You're going to tackle one of the Brandon Sandersons, right? The next one for you? Do I remember that right? This is 35th in the Chronicles of Brother Hermitage. Where does it... where's the actual description? This time there are monsters murdering people in Northampton, so said King William, so it must be true. Of course, Brother Hermitage doesn't believe in such nonsense. It will all be some horrible misunderstanding. In which case, explain what took Hunbort the Hunter in the night, followed by a fully armed Norman soldier. There are enough people in Northampton who do believe in the beast to make for a very fraught investigation, and that's where we hear about Wat the Weaver's previous visit to town and why he is not at all welcome. Uncovering contradictions, liars, and just plain gullible has never been Hermitage's strength, and when he's surrounded by them, it only adds to the confusion. Perhaps Humbort had secrets, perhaps the local Norman commander is one arrow short of a quiver, or could the whole town be cursed and the monster is real? Well, the way our day is going, the monster's real. Ah, that's a pretty cover. It's probably going to be paranormal, but I like it. Elena says, I do not have any sprints today. She will have them tomorrow afternoon. Indeed. You are right. Thank you. No sprints tonight, but they will be tomorrow. Let's see. That'll be at 12 your time. Am I right, Elena? It's at 1 o'clock my time and 3 o'clock Eastern time. This is The Dream Mirrors by Megan Mary, second in the Witches, see, I told you, of Maple Hollow. It's Mercury retrograde, damn, again on the island. Hannah Sky and her aunt Julia, spelled very strangely, are hosting an exclusive dinner party at Sky Manor to celebrate the opening of the 999 portal, as one does. But something goes terribly wrong, and dinner guests are disappearing faster than Hannah and Julia can search for clues. Madame Morgan is in danger, and visiting Jezebel has unearthed something she didn't seek. Who are these people? A new sinister force is at play. Hannah will need all the help her animal spirit guides can offer, along with her trusty dream journal, to save her friends and unravel the illusions of what we see and what we don't. We're kind of running out of time. We might have to do drive-bys. Parties, Pavlova, and Poison by Daisy James, first in the Just Desserts series. Welcome to the Waddling Duck Cafe. Now that would be a Cajun book, if it were called that. As Lottie Chadwick serves glasses of tangy lemonade and ice-cold Prosecco at her summer garden party, she couldn't be happier. The Waddling Duck Cafe, with its lavender-covered facade and matching bunting, is a roaring success and has given Lottie a chance to escape the heartbreak of losing her much-loved job as a food stylist for a celebrity chef in London. But then disaster strikes when pop star in the making Sasha Richards, anybody named Sasha, don't trust, is found dead in her holiday lodge after the party. Now all eyes are on Lottie. And I forgot to click on it. There it is, its moment. And I imagine that's being is that a Pavlova? I'd eat it anyway. Friday, we deserve desserts. Murder in Mayfair. This is a new historical mystery series by Magda Alexander. Reminder, next week is the beginning of June and the beginning of our Midsummer Hissmist readathon. There are no prompts, there's no challenge. Just read at least one historical mystery because I think they're wonderful. A sinister murder, an impossible alliance, a scandal-ridden investigation. London, 1889. Lady Rosalind, a fervent champion of women's rights, is no stranger to challenging the status quo, but when a brutal murder casts suspicion on Rosalind's beloved cousin and implicates the enigmatic, good lord, we almost made it through without doing it, drinking game. Duke of Steele's brother, her fiercely guarded independence is put to the ultimate test. Yeah, we definitely have to do some drive-bys now. End of that row. This one is a Murder in Space series, Future Tense by Kristen Painter, third in the Ellis McFadden mysteries. I think I read the first chapter of the first book. It wasn't horrible, but I wanted more sci-fi in it to be set in space. The Case of the Haunting at Hanging Lake by B.I. Skinner. I was going to say J, but it's B.I. Skinner, 8th in the Ghostly Glenwood Mysteries Paranormal Cozy Mysteries. Lethal Secret, 8th in the Sea Castle Mysteries by P.J. Skinners. Gangsters, Ghosts, and Gondolas by Alex Wagner, 11th in the Case for the Master Sleuths. End of that row. Oh, two more, real quick. Dead Honest by Peter Buckman, part of, let's see, third book in the Pumpernickel Mysteries. Apparently the dog's name is Pumpernickel. Dogs need to respond to like a 1 or 2 syllable kind of name. Pumpernickel isn't a great name. What do you got? Pump? Come here, Pump. Love, Legends, and a Killer Mermaid by Kimberly Griggs, third in the Mallory Hemingway series. What happens when divers discover a mythical wooden mermaid at the bottom of the ocean? Theft, murder, and a missing treasure. That's what. All right, that is all we have time for. I have to get to work. Emily says I have to do work on the new health curriculum unpaid and all the doctor appointments and do all the deep cleaning I don't do during the school year. Oh my. But you have 2.5 months, baby. Mary, I like her dress color and her red hair. Great combo. Yes, it was. Kim, y'all have a great day. Indeed, you too. Mary, don't work too hard, Kim, and have a great weekend. No shows this weekend, Mary? I didn't think you did. Thanks so much. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I may have to do some cleaning as well. It's contagious. Run away. Kim says, unfortunately, I can't, but I try to do what I can. Yeah. All right. I thank you guys very, very much. Hope you have a good Friday and a good weekend if I don't see you. As Elena reminded us, tomorrow we do have sprints at 3 p.m. Eastern. They go for 5 hours. Hope you guys have a very good day. Elena says, see you tomorrow. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And as the banner says, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom. Have a good day. God bless.